The world of football has been filled with so much drama in the last 48 hours or thereabouts, especially in the UEFA Champions League. Top sides like Manchester City, Real Madrid, Bayern, Juventus, and even PSG. Yet there's that fear that they might not make it past the knockout round because they did not end in the top eight. But congratulations to Liverpool, the Arsenals, the Barcelonas, and co who finished in the top eight. How about the Nigerian Premier Football League? Remo Stars and Arsenal started a journey 2 seasons ago. Second place 2 seasons ago. Last season, both teams finished in second place. And this season, Remo Stars are top of the NPFL while Arsenal are still in second place. Will the Gunners replicate what Remo Stars are doing the next couple of weeks? We surely tell. Welcome to Premium Sport right here on PBO. My name is Kingsley and the amazing Kingsley. I've got my super guys right here. And maybe I should just pose that question to them right away. Bolu Money is here, Chijioke is here. Like Remo Stars, like Arsenal, Bolu. Why don't we have Arsenal copying Remo Stars?
Well, it's Arsenal a private owned club. Remo Stars are a private owned club doing the unthinkable. And does Arsenal have sister station in another country? No. Remo Stars have sister station. Does Arsenal have hotel? Remo Stars have. So Arsenal should learn from Remo Stars. But on the serious note, those guys are building something incredible. They are the definition of growth. Growing steadily. Immediately they got to the NPFL, they had a plan. Unlike those that came in after them, that we want to, after winning preseason, after winning a Emirates Cup, we want to win the league, and you can see the results now. But Arsenal can learn from that. Arsenal is still in the Premier League.
I don't understand the comparison between Arsenal and Remo Stars. Like the golf is like.
No, I said they started a journey. See, stay in the
golf-
context
the
of
golf-
my
the golf
conversation
is
now.
different.
No,
It's
stay in the
football, like
context of my
No,
conversation.
chill. It's disrespectful
CJ,
to
hold on.
Arsenal fans.
Hold on.
First of all, to compare them with Remo Stars.
I'm not comparing. I said they started a journey.
Wait, I know.
2 seasons ago, where did Arsenal
Wait,
finish?
Your talk will always lead back to Ateta. And it's
No,
not
no,
really- I know we.
See you, man.
So
See you, man.
let's
Whenever you always challenge me about or accuse me about Jessica.
See you, man.
No, but the truth is,
CJ,
there's no way
2
Remo
seasons
will
ago.
compare to Arsenal.
2 seasons ago.
I know you've tried to like paint it. I know it's our own. We've tried to like make it well, but there's no way.
But
CJ,
from the
There's-
journey of 2 years.
There's no way.
2 seasons ago, where did Arsenal end?
Only 2 seasons.
Wait, 2 seasons ago, where did Arsenal finish?
let's go to
There's second.
Yeah. How many
Where
league
did- where did they-
how many league titles have both of them won in the last 20 years?
Only 2 seasons.
20 years, now let's extend.
Are you
Yes.
going there?
No, how many guys?
Okay, what is the revenue of Remo Stars to Arsenal?
Revenue? Why are you talking about it?
Because what to
Why
do
do I talk
now?
about
So
it?
what to do the comparison?
No,
Let's
now.
start comparing now.
Choose one
So
team,
there's-
Aston Villa and Man United.
Okay, we're leaving Arsenal now.
No, I know we are not
No, we're not going there.
I know we are
So we are staying with Remo Stars.
Aston Villa and Man United right now.
Remo Stars are a great
Wait,
side.
see,
Let's not like great side.
Maybe you got revenue.
But
Aston Villa
No,
and Man
yeah.
United.
Oh, yeah.
no, we're not going there. We
You
are
guys-
staying with
I
Remo
don't want
Stars
to go
and
there.
Arsenal.
I don't
Yes.
want to go there.
We don't want the
I
comparison.
beg you to play me too fast. Go down there. Alright guys, we'll do a short break and then when we come back it will be time for us to do our news beat and from then on we have Naija flavor, Euro focus and then our hot gist. This is Premium Sport. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. It's time for Newsbeat. This is still Premium Sports right here on PBO TV with the amazing Kingsley. Bolu is here, CJ is also right here. Let's quickly do all the sports Newsbeats very quickly. Nigeria's under-19 women's cricket team, the Yellow Greens, earned automatic qualification for the 2027 ICC Under-19 Women's World Cup, which will be co-hosted by Bangladesh and Nepal following their hard-fought 6-1 victory over Ireland in midweek. Although Nigeria failed to make the semi-final of the inaugural ICC Under-19 Women's World Cup, the junior female Yellow Greens were very impressive at the tournament. Good one. They say what a man can do, a woman can do better. How about what a woman can do, what can men do? I don't know if we have any men team that can do as much as this cricket women's team are doing. Let's talk about the men. Nigeria's under-23 men handball team will play the USA, Moldova, and Azerbaijan in Group B of the 5th International Handball Federation (IHF) Emerging Nations Championship, which will be held in Bulgaria from March the 11th to the 16th later this year. Now, for the draws for the 5th IHF Emerging Nations Championship, in Group A we have Cyprus, Bulgaria, Great Britain, and then Paraguay. While in Group B, which has Nigeria, there's USA, Azerbaijan, and the Republic of Moldova. Let's do a bit of Formula One before we wrap up news beat. Well, last week, while we were talking about Formula One, Bolo and CJ took this matter from motor racing to the female conversation. We'll stick to just F1 today while I'm reading the story. Lewis Hamilton crashed his Ferrari during the team's pre-season testing program in Spain. The 7-time champion was on hot after losing control of the team's 2023 car at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia in midweek. Ferrari declined to comment on the incident, which happened on Hamilton's second day of running at the Spanish track, where he is sharing the car with teammates Charles Leclerc. I'm sorry, I said we will stick to it. I don't think so. I think we have to. The excitement of having a new beef, like, does it make you? Have you been G3 before?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Have you been G3 like first date and you're just G3?
No.
Okay. See,
No, but the excitement sometimes makes you a little bit jittery. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that rush of blood.
So that's what made him crash his Ferrari.
He was too excited.
Ferrari is red.
You went back to that red. And Valentine's coming.
And you are red. Even though you're devil, but you are red.
Okay, red is
Valentine.
I think I can see some shade of red in front of me also.
Just call Jessica as a full chest.
Okay, no. Guys are done with this bit. Ask them a simple question and they turned it into red. Well, Valentine is actually coming in a few weeks. I think we should have that. We'll do a special edition of that. I'll bring this.
And interestingly, that day will be Valentine's Day. The edition of that show will be
I'll chase them out of the studio and bring in ladies.
With pleasure.
Yeah, I'll chase them. No, they'll just stay behind the
camera.
camera.
With pleasure.
We just watch.
I'll chase them out. Yes, but you'll see Jessica, don't worry. After the break, Niger Flavor will be back. Welcome back, guys. It's time for Niger Flavor, the biggest news. Yes, in Nigeria, coming out from Nigeria is in football is the draw of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Well, while some persons will say it's still, quite a long time, still in December, we should focus. Even Eric Chela said we should focus on, the World Cup qualifiers. We just have to do our job, in bringing this one to you and tell you that the Super Eagles have been drawn in Group C, and they'll get to play against Tunisia, Uganda, and Tanzania. That looks like a very, very easy peasy group. I don't think we should struggle. I think maybe there should be payback for Tunisia. The last time they sacked our Okoye, if you get what I mean. And now it should be time for payback. And then you have Tanzania and Uganda in our group. We shouldn't be, but it's still a long time. We have enough time to talk about all of this. But what do you guys say to Eric Chell? I think he has been saying the right things, and then he has not been carried away. He has spoken about focusing on the World Cup qualifiers and then not the Africa Cup of Nations, and that should be the right way to go.
I heard people talk about he can plan ahead of the AFCON. I say he may not even lead the team to that. So the World Cup, no, I mean, no, what I mean is, if the World Cup doesn't turn out well, he may get the stick. So people, I love what he's doing. That AFCON is important. We want to win it, but the most important thing for now, at least not even the entire World Cup qualifiers. These two games coming up in just under 6 weeks or thereabouts. So I like him by telling us this is the focus. AFCON draw has come, it's gone. Even when they showed him when it was announced Nigeria's group, just okay. And they were asking, top is not one of the things he said was no easy country. Yeah. Obviously, I noticed humility on paper. The only game that if you would draw should be Tunisia, because there's a bit of history between Nigeria and Tunisia, AFCON qualifiers, AFCON proper and everything. But that's not the important thing for now. Even though CAF has taken Christmas and New Year away from some of us, but we still have games before then. There are qualifiers in March, which are two key games. I think Rwanda and Zimbabwe. Then we have, I think, friendly in June, and then September, October, the major work resumes again. So I think I like what he's saying. One thing I keep saying is you may or may not like the coach, but saying the right things because he knows himself. if Nigeria don't win any of those 2 games, we're in trouble. We have to pick 6 points. Drawing one, especially the way game, may still take Nigeria through. But questions will arise. So he knows what he needs to do and he's saying the right things. Hopefully the right things will turn to action.
Well, CJ, let's look at it from maybe a more aesthetical point of view. It looks like someone that, is getting himself endeared to even the female, populace.
He's a very handsome man. Let's face reality.
Firm and bold.
He's firm. He's bold, like you would like to say.
Strong like a horse.
He's bold. He's bald-headed too. But
he's your own.
But
CJ.
But the fact is,
don't be scratching our conversation.
but the fact is,
this is not
relax. Relax. But the fact is, he's a good coach. I've said his employment is like a setup. I mean well for the national team. I mean well for Nigeria. I mean well for the Super Eagles. But it looks like a setup because already we are doing poorly. Let's face facts. We might not qualify for the World Cup. He shouldn't take the fall for it. It might happen. And if he qualifies Nigeria for the World Cup, it's a huge one. At least it can be categorized to a place of doing a mini miracle. Because already we are behind what we're supposed to be.
We are behind 4 useless.
We're behind already. So if you qualify Nigeria, that's massive.
Coming back from behind has never been an issue.
You don't need to pause a little bit here.
It has never been an issue.
I don't start analyzing
You saw
you're behind.
Champions League.
I don't start.
Arsenal, I think, came from behind. City came from behind.
So that's why I said there's never been an issue. Why can't the Super Eagles do it?
Okay, let me just pretend and say we're talking sports now.
We're talking sports.
I remember Man City plays a PBO. I mean, Man City is a PBO.
Okay, but really, if we look at the nation, let me just briefly touch on the nation's scope. Playing Tunisia would not be easy for us because it looks like potential banana scheme. 7 games, 5 draws, and just 1 wins between both teams. And so it's really going to be tough. Uganda, they're very good. I don't know whether teams are noticing. They're a very good team. Their qualifiers have been very good. Very good. Me, I've always been skeptical about Nigeria playing African teams.
I don't want us to stress over the AFCON because talking about it now, when we have not seen Eric Chell even lead out a team yet, I just become counterproductive.
The only thing he has said is follow-ups.
Yeah, because he has said that. Oh, he plays with the back for committee there. Someone said a diamond formation. I was even privileged to speak with the media guy in the NFF ranks, AY Sugar, and then he said that immediately after the draw, because he was with Eric Chell in Morocco, that he'll be flying out to talk to some players of the national team and then maybe share ideas with them. They're most likely going with a front two because that's how he played two, at Mali. I just want him to start first. Remember, Peseru, played with a back four until our last warm-up game when we're going to the AFCON. He lost against Mali. I think it was Eric Chell's Mali too. He lost against Mali, and then in our first game at the AFCON, he played with a back four. We played a draw, and he just switched to a back three, and that was what led him to the final.
Yeah, the caliber of players we have to determine.
I want Eric Chell to start first, and then we might now have to bring start talking about how he will get to play and tactics, and then even players. Maybe when we are close to the World Cup qualifiers, and then the list is out, we can now do a bit of analysis on players and then personnel. All right, Brownie Day has drafted Nigerian League Organizer. I think if you are coming back to play in the NPFL, just know that maybe you have to endure a whole lot of things. The Brownie Days, the Ahmed Musa, anybody that is
Musa is not talking now. Yeah. It was the first thing he had when he came back.
So if you are coming back, just know that you have to really endure. That's what all of these guys also put up.
But I think sincerely he's trying to help the brand. He might get sanctioned for such words because no organizer would like anybody.
Everybody guys put up with it now, so that's what the players put up with.
No, the thing is, what he's saying is actually very, very important. He's talking about our teams competing with other African countries, other African teams, and the way they preparation, feeding, nutrition, and everything. He then just basically trying to help the league itself. He's just trying to help owners realize that they need to do more. He needs to because he knows he's okay. He's rich. He can take care of himself. If you even look at the boy,
I don't even
he's
think
fine.
they will be paying him.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't
So
think
he's just trying to help. He's
club
just trying to help the
can
league.
pay any foreign player. You just
So,
come,
so that's why I said if you want to
But
come back,
the truth is,
you want to come
but
back.
he's not even talking about payments.
Yeah.
He's even
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at the
yeah.
basics.
Yeah,
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 he's looking at the
yeah.
basics.
Nigerian club will not go to the knockout phase of the NPL of the Continental League. If any will qualify for the knockout phase, it will be Imba, and will based on their experience until we start doing things the right way. It's one of the things he's saying, and one of the major things is how at least I tell people we have big boys in the NPFL. We have someone we call maybe top 4 or thereabout. At least you can call Rivers United, Imba. Now you can add Remo Stars. In the mix is Rangers. How many away wins do those guys win in a particular season? And there's no matter how competitive any league in Europe is, the big boys pick up lots of away wins. So until our big boys start winning away in the NPFL, you can start talking about
But shooting stars
conditions.
I've won their
No,
last.
we've seen good away wins.
Not conceded.
Rangers had 10 games unbeaten.
Remo Stars.
Rangers had 10 games unbeaten last season. Also, we have unbeaten runs and stuff. What he's basically just saying, just set the right conditions. Traveling is. Ahmed never complained about traveling.
See how Kano
season.
players even did a party after they flew for their last away game, even though they go.
Let me ask you a question. Are Nigerians living in the right condition?
Nigerians are so cool.
Yes.
How?
They are too far.
Wait,
it's too there living in the right condition.
The thing is this.
CJ, answer the question.
Wait, relax. It's professional football.
Yes.
We're not even making a
Being
whole
wrong by
out of
Nigerians.
it. What is just saying is, just said, I said it last time on this show, even without the daily talk, said if things are not set properly in Nigeria, it won't work. But then there are things we could do well. The nutrition of the players. Nutrition.
Pay for flight.
Nutrition. As low as nutrition is, it's very important for a footballer.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So the footballers follow food. That's another.
Not the footballers itself, the club
The
itself.
club will have.
Once they
go chop a bar.
once they put
See,
those things in place and
see,
monitor them.
Have you seen
they'll do it.
NPFL players?
I know them, bros. I know them.
Okay.
Not see them.
Wait. You mentioned beer. Let me go to one story of beer.
Uh,
When John Cherry and I think Roberto Carlos came from
That's
Nigeria,
true. That's true.
the plan I think at least from Terry, okay, maybe these guys are fit body wise, everything. Can be coming in, try our best scouting until they've played the friendly, then the post match just hang out. John Terry, your helper, they drink your bottled water. The LP,
They did
9
Downing beers.
bottles on go. This one are water. Terry,
But it happens.
so that's the problem. So if they give them nutrition, then go see go and don't want to.
One thing we feel to get wrong is characters are innate. They happen. Rooney is a huge trunk. His body was not from football. You see his shape. They drink too. The thing is managing. But when he was playing for United,
How disciplined
they will
our
manage.
NPFL
They will
players.
manage these things.
How
The thing is,
disciplined our NPFL.
the thing what he's trying to say is be more professional. The name of the league is Nigeria Professional Football League.
Yes.
The word professional, just be
We
professional.
are getting there brick by brick.
Are you the one setting it?
Brick by brick.
You don't do
Cement sell cost.
Napoli have turned down Galatasaray 65 million euros bid for Osimhen, insisting on the 75 million release clause that he has. We hear that Real Sociedad wants Samuel Chukwueze. One good news also is that Sevilla have signed Adams Akko, a good wonder, but they want them to allow Ian Acho leave for that particular team. And we were expecting to come here and then talk about Al Nassr from Saudi signing our very own Victor Boniface, but they have ended the pursuit of the Super Eagles striker, going for John Duran from Aston Villa instead. And we also hear that a Portuguese giant Benfica are interested in the services of Nigerian forward Tolu Lokwe Arokodare, while Cristantos Uche has been named the EA Sports FC Espana Team of the Week after inspired Getafe to a comprehensive 3-0 win over Real Sociedad. And one man who he has been having issues with this stay with Eco is Cyril Desas. I like him. I feel that maybe he's one striker that we have yet to tap into his potential. The Scottish Premier League giants, Rangers are open to offers for Cyril Desas. I see Cyril Desas being the focal point of a team and be leading them to glory. Let's do another break. When we return, you will focus. Welcome back, guys. It's time for you to focus. And what should we touch on? Should we touch on a few transfers? I think for transfers, nothing big has happened except for on Wednesday evening, while teams are preparing for the UEFA Champions League, which we will get to in a bit. Arsenal had to place a bid of £60 million for Oli Watkins, which Aston Villa rejected immediately. And they even came out to say that particular info almost that they didn't like the timing because they were preparing for a very crucial match against Celtic. Arsenal bidding on the 29th of January because Wednesday was 29th for a striker waiting from the first day of the year. Is that not unserious?
Arsenal don't drink. It's as simple as that because a team just lost their backup strikers. It's like when Man City sold Julian Alvarez and now bidding for Haaland. There's no way in hell they will sell him to you. And even if they are selling to cash out, why would they sell to the Premier League side? We spoke about when people say, but there are no good players in the market in January. Man City got Mamouche. They have Haaland. Victor Boniface.
They are planning to sign Conceição from Juventus.
Victor Boniface is available. No matter how bad we can say about Boniface seasons, even if you say it's not good enough, but it's better than whatever Arsenal has as a striker. So why haven't they gone for? There are always players. It's just it's either what you want or what you don't want, or the poor scouting. So I think there has to be respect to this thing. If they had lost that game, it would have been easy for Villa to just go back to the distraction from Oli Watkins on the night. Or if that penalty miss was the only thing, it was the distraction of the transfer. It makes absolutely no sense. If I was Aston Villa, I would bid for Itano Nwaneri 5 minutes before.
Good one.
Or before they got. Since
that's a good one too.
Make all of us head open for it together.
That's a good one.
At least they survived the final.
But Villa was they were right to say he didn't like what Arsenal did because it doesn't make any sense. Like you rightly pointed out, they lost Duran to a Saudi team, and you're coming to bid for the same striker. On Monday, the transfer window ends, and how do you want them to start scampering all around Europe to get a striker? I don't know, maybe they'll get it to go and play for them.
No, it's Kai who trusts.
Okay, Federico Chiesa wants to say Liverpool despite report linking him with a January move. We hear Ranieri decided to sack manager Ojis Sampaoli following recent poor results. Some managers do well in some countries, they go to another countries and they don't do well. Amorim have insisted that Marcus Rashford must change to be part of his team. I don't like the fact that pressmen keep asking him about Rashford. I think it's disrespectful at this point. He has said what he needs to say. He has exhausted excuses and explanations. They should just allow him focus on
the press conference. I asked him Rashford to the stories.
I remember
ask what?
Is he coming back?
They have been asking that same question.
And it's another weekend, so you're asking the same question.
I think it's deliberate. Yeah, I think it's deliberate actually. Yeah.
Remember Mourinho with United? Then if I'm not exaggerating, I do at least 3 stories on Mourinho every day. Because there's always one thing to ask. Mourinho, you know what you get. Most of the questions they ask about Rashford, they know the answer, but they need to have a different coach.
And I like him.
Amorim would never have the same answer about it. So just whatever it says, find
makes it use for you. So.
Alright, cool. Carlo Ancelotti says he will understand if Vinicius Junior wants to move to Saudi Arabia.
Nobody would like that.
I don't think Mani will miss it. No.
Even me, if they can offer that amount of money to Boniface.
Imagine.
I remember there was a reported story about Osimhen 1 million when he was to go to Saudi.
A week.
Two summers ago. Yeah. So imagine Vinicius, current best player in the world, and every
second best.
No, he's the best. FIFA is the world.
Ballon d'Or is
the European best.
Yes.
Second best.
FIFA is world. Ballon d'Or is European.
Okay, we can argue that one before.
But I think if Perez sees money, he said.
I think so.
Now there are rumors of 300 million now.
Yeah.
But if he sees
this dimension, they will make me say. I think so.
Yeah, don't miss
because the 5 games of the 3 games he has missed due to suspension, between La Liga and the Champions against the Mbappe. It's like the 2 games La Liga, Mbappe scored 5 in.
He even allows the team play better because Rodrigo comes in. Yeah,
Rodrigo goes there. So Mbappe goes there. They are moving around. Brand Diaz had more play time in disastrous. This is not
But
that.
that's not exactly. That's not even saying he's a bad player. Or he's a fantastic footballer.
It's just more like, oh, okay, well, calculate 2 and 3 together. He's great player, he's influential, he's important to our team, but if he leaves, we make lots of money.
And then
Perez don't they do Aruna to sell players, looking for players who would maybe help disrupt their team, sign them for free or for less. 300 million is big money. 300 million is maybe some teams transfer for 2
Even the
years.
sign for 200,
in fact,
it's still okay.
knowing fully well that Xabi Alonso will most likely join Real Madrid.
And the
And
possibility
then
of
Florian
adding
Wirtz,
Wirtz
if you bring it into that team, you don't really
But
need
guys,
it.
do you think it's down to Vinicius' character?
Yeah,
Maybe they're not happy.
At the end of the day,
They're not happy with
at the end of
everything.
the day, even when Vinicius Mbappe was not a Real Madrid player, from afar you could tell that even the hierarchy of Real Madrid would prefer Mbappe over Vinicius.
I'm not even looking at that.
Now that you have brought down Mbappe, if Vinicius would destroy Mbappe, you will let Vinicius go. It's not in the case of if Vinicius were to be the holiest man on earth, they will still, if they have to sell a player right now, Mbappe Vinicius, it will still be Vinicius. Because
I also agree also. I'm just
right.
thinking maybe because of all the whole
yes, that
might be disruptive for the team. Yeah.
But it's because those talks he's not in the wrong. Because most people look at the reaction, they don't look at the action. If he's the one that starts the action, he put him in trouble. The only one I know he needs to grow up from is almost his retaliation on the field, shouting at referees, fighting them. Now, if I'm to play against Vinicius, I remember my small play time. I had a hard start. So when I almost broke my ankle at stops, I will show you as a striker. I start matching you small. If I'm playing a Vinicius, I will do the same because I know Vinicius will beat me. Then I can roll from one end of the post. Now that there's even VR, they check. So maybe those ones could be what Real Madrid are just looking at.
You don't need this drama.
So that's basically what I was
But
asking.
it's serious money.
Yeah,
It's a release clause that I think at 1 billion. Obviously, they won't give 1 billion. Rumors now are saying 300. I'm sure players could be thinking, let's stall a bit. If they bring maybe.
But it also depends on the player if he wants to leave.
I'll take Vinicius at Arsenal any day, anytime.
Yeah, Arsenal doesn't have the money
Martinelli,
to.
It's better than all our forwards.
even you have Kai.
All. You can see that even some things are making noise because they are trying to.
So United are down the pecking order, so sometimes it affects the I understand that, but actually I agree with you on Vinicius thing. I think Vinicius will start in everything now. The only team Vinicius won't start is not because it's not better or not good, no, just like Vinicius just going to a team maybe Mbappe is playing on the left, something like that. Not because it's not good.
You move Mbappe, you move Mbappe.
So I think Vinicius will play everything.
Anything, yeah. So alright. Just spoke about Arsenal. The big game this weekend is Arsenal versus Manchester City. Wow. How do we break this down? Let's look at this. I think we just focus on 2 key games. Bournemouth, surprise package this season. They've not lost in 11.
Big support.
Destroyed
Nottingham Forest.
one of the best teams this season, Nottingham Forest.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5 unreplied goals. Now they host Liverpool at the Vitality, and you now have Arsenal against Manchester City. This any day, anytime is always a showstopper. Guys, let me start to see.
Do you even have Man U against?
No.
No, they don't need my Crystal Palace first. But really, I said went to Bolu before he came. I'm not sure Liverpool will win the particular game at the Vitality because Bournemouth are very strong.
And they're always struggling with injuries. Have you seen that?
Exactly. Yeah, the injury list is mad.
Wow.
It's mad.
No excuses.
I think he plays. There's a Spanish flow about the team, and because of it's in England, they play it in a bit of pace. So it confuses a lot of teams because they don't know what they will get. Clivert was on the bench in a particular game when they were struggling and he came on and everything changed. He started in the next game, was for the hat-trick. And with a player like Clivert, you don't know what to expect sometimes. That's why some people are looking at him and like, who is this guy? And for people that plays FPL, they are confused that, okay, should I start him? Should I bench him?
He has been on my bench for the last 4 months and he has accumulated like 50 something.
I deliberately said to you because I know you say that.
He has been on my bench because I really don't.
And you're losing points. But if you play this weekend, you might not even deliver. But what I'm trying to say is, Liverpool, the rested players, deliberately because of this game, and they still went to the Champions League, they lost. They are coming out and be like, okay, we have Salah, we have guys to do this job. I'm looking at that game that will be very tight. The Vitality is a stadium close towards the hybrid stadium used to look like those days. So teams don't really express themselves when they go there. So Bournemouth know how to cage teams, how to play them, how to run the channels. And I love Semedo for one reason. He plays
Semenyo. Yeah.
He plays in tight spots.
Crazy player.
And he's good. He's the player that scored the most goals with his left and right. You don't know whether he's right footed player or left footed player. I think there was a documentary. Yeah, interview on him recently. He said, I think he has the best stats of that. I think he wasn't sure that he was asking. I don't know. Liverpool will struggle in this one. I don't see, but it's not an advantage for Arsenal because I don't see them beating City either.
Okay. Liverpool struggle. Arsenal beating City. Do you agree?
For Liverpool, yeah, actually I think I agree with both. I'm seeing from the point I think I put a double chance of Man City to win. It feels like 100% like we are getting back. Let me put it that way. And Arsenal, yeah, I'm happy for them when they get back. That ball is a huge talent. But some of your colleagues still saying you can't play on that 70 or on that 20.
It's better than
they are proudly talking in national team. I think the only man that will beat your chest and one won't bench it and the left or right is Ademola Lookman. Any other player. And there are people say he will get you. He has a better chance of playing in Nigeria because the man stopping him at Arsenal is the same man stopping him in the 3 Lions of England, Bukayo Saka. So one area, please come on. You start in Super Eagles. Is it Chukwueze I will play? Or one area, if you are watching this show, please. Super Eagles, we want you.
Okay, Jessica, please make sure that one is watching.
Make sure his name is Itak Nwaneri. Make sure he's seasoned. We tag him from now.
Yes.
World Cup qualifier.
But
it shows that I think the game should be an interesting one. Arsenal and Man City. I have a feeling City will pick up something in this game. Maybe a draw.
Maybe is fine.
You don't care, just.
This was thinking about itself.
On Bournemouth as well, I think I agree with Bournemouth, Liverpool. Their last few games, they've been winning, which is champion stuff. But you will know it is not the dominance they've had. And one thing I've been asking people that say Liverpool have won the Premier League, they will have their dry season. The question now is how long, when will it be? How long will it be?
And can I start challenging?
Yeah, will those behind them push further? Let's see if they will survive.
Okay. Other games here, we have Newcastle, Fulham, Brentford, Tottenham in the Bundesliga, a few games, Stuttgart, Mönchengladbach, Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, Hoffenheim, Union Berlin, Leipzig, La Liga, Atletico Madrid, Mallorca, Espanyol, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Alaves, Real Betis, Athletic Bilbao, and in the Serie A, there's the Milan Derby, AC Milan, Inter Milan. Some years ago, this would have been a showstopper, but right now...
If I still ask you the squad, if I ask both of you their squad 20 years ago, without thinking you will name their squad.
Oh boy,
that's how elite
I love
Nesta, Stan, Cafu, Kaladze, Maldini, Ricosta, Pirlo, Gattuso,
Kaka.
Without thinking,
Inter Milan, you had Adriano, Obafemi Martins, you had Recoba in that midfield, there was Zanetti somewhere, and
then they brought in Kivu, Lucio.
We had Mihajlovic.
Remember Recoba?
Yeah, just
then
Metarazzi in defense,
Julio,
Cordoba,
goalkeeper
Todo,
then they move on to Julio Cesar.
Yeah.
So this fixture was elite. Suddenly both of them just fell. Even though Inter are somehow getting back, but they don't have the clout of the players they had before.
Lautaro Martinez.
That's what I'm saying. Still scored the hat-trick.
But interestingly, I think they're still the best team. Funny enough,
Conte is using a board, you use
and he's not playing continental.
When he won the league with Milan, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
When he won with Juve, they were not playing anything.
Exactly.
We rough
they will get results.
Like they say, they justified it. At Chelsea, the same thing.
Yeah.
They were not playing anything. Immediately discovered Victor Moses.
Right wing back.
I
think we mentioned it here last week that once we went to Atlanta and got results, that was it. That was it. He will sell it to the players. That's the mentality we want throughout the whole season.
And special mention to Scott McTominay. He's doing so well right there in Napoli. Alright, well done.
He's a United player.
I
just have to
waiting we say, not smile, say waiting we say like this.
Waiting we throw it.
If you're about to continue.
Scott McTominay balling in Napoli while they are using Eriksen and the
that they don't get anything at all.
Okay, guys, after the break, it will be time for Otis. We'll be back. Welcome back, guys. Yes, we are wrapping up the show, but we'll do hot gist and then a bit of FPL and make some money before we call it quits on the show today. Guys, for hot gist, what else do we talk about? It's the UEFA Champions League. We have the teams who have sealed their place in the next round, which is the round of 16, and then we'll also know the other 16 teams that will play in the playoffs. Well, let's talk about the teams that have sealed their place first. There's Liverpool. there's Barcelona, there's Arsenal right there, there's Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Lille, and Aston Villa. Surprise, surprise, Lille and Aston Villa, even Bayer Leverkusen, yeah, you're sneaking, final day. And then I'm looking at the teams from the 9th to the 24th. I feel a bit of
Plenty Champions League trophies.
Yeah, but the Dynamo Zagreb, who won in the midweek, beat AC Milan. At some point, they went in 22nd, but when Sporting equalized, and then Man City also came from behind to win, they dropped out of the top 24. But I'm looking at what the draws might look like, and then what we might have. But looking at a scenario where we might get to see maybe Liverpool play. Liverpool finished top, but Liverpool might even play PSG in the next round. So there's really no immunity.
The next round fixture that people are really looking for. Man City Celtic will play
Madrid or
Real Madrid or Bayern.
So there's a City Bayern or City Madrid.
I've been seeing prayer fasting. Oh, Father, give us Celtic. Let City go and play Bayern. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and the interesting thing is, although City have not been all that as well, that could be the game they will use to maybe scale up that
City.
Like that, if City leave, they get eliminated from the Champions League. It's probably more attention for them in the Premier League. But after any overtime, I think the playoff will be more interesting than the others.
Let me do the permutations. Celtic or Man City will play Real Madrid or Bayern, and the winner of those ties will now take on Atletico Madrid or Bayer Leverkusen, who are already in the top 8 as a round of 16 already. Liverpool will play either Monaco, Brest, or PSG, and then there's Benfica to right there. Arsenal will get to play either Feyenoord, Juve, AC Milan, or PSG. So it's either Arsenal play Dutch side or an Italian side. And then it's very
I'm happy
Yes,
for
fun.
I'm happy for teams like Celtic.
Before we even finish the show, the full draws.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm sure by next week we'll probably have time to.
Just
come. Normally things like, let me use the NBA player for example. When you go, it is 1 against last, second to last.
Yeah.
It should have probably been easy access, maybe 9 against 24.
10
against
but
if they can adjust.
If they do like that, there will not be time to do another draw.
So they can do.
So they will have to do another draw, and
I remember when Champions League used to be, when you do the draws from the next round.
Yeah, you already know. To the finals.
No, they must.
But I'm happy for teams like Celtic, because if it was to be the old format, the first round they would have been out or struggling somewhere in another competition.
They don't go beyond playoff, and I don't think they're going beyond playoff.
Yeah,
when they're playing either Madrid.
But I'm also happy for Brest, even if they fell so hard at home to Real Madrid. Exactly, because they were actually going to qualify automatically in the top 8.
Thanks to Real Madrid. If not, they would have.
But Real Madrid was so hard on them.
There was a difference between big and small, and that's what Real Madrid should.
And we said it, that when the push comes to shove, the big team actually shows up. Brest remain a very good team, and I wish them all the best.
Thank you.
I'm going forward.
Everybody loves Brest. That one's true. This is in Champions League. They've been one of the go-to teams.
They've been everybody's favorite.
Yes, that's what I said.
Mine too.
Actually, absolutely loves Brest. Before we wrap up on the UCL, who has been your player of this particular?
You had small.
The pool is so large.
I think was the man that when I spoke about him for African Best, I think that speaking to Rasmus, the top goal scorer in the Champions League so far. Even though Dortmund have been useless.
And Dortmund are in the top 8.
Yep. And he is the current top goal scorer. I think he's been impressive. He gets goals. And for team, I think I'll go for Leo.
For me, for team, I'll go for Aston Villa. I'll go for Aston Villa because nobody was expecting them to get to where they were.
Oh, yeah?
For them to even finish 8th. It's already a win for them.
Unai Emery.
I'm not even looking at a player.
Salute.
I'm looking at the manager for my own outstanding personality for the round, and that's Emery. But Emery has shown that he's a competition coach. He has shown from Sevilla to now England, even in the Arsenal too.
To the final, unfortunately,
so I'm very proud. I see teams like that, and I'm so happy. I look at the table every time. There was one time when we did a show where we were showing after 5 games.
They were top,
and we're like, how did they get there?
That's when
and they beat, Brest was second. So they did beat teams like Juventus.
They beat Bayern. And the funny thing is, so before that game, I remember one of our mentors, Bodo, a staunch Villa fan. He said he had a 100% record over Bayern. We're like, bro, 100% going today.
They won.
And they won by
They won. They won. So that's my team. That's my Spanish person.
Okay, guys, that's it. But just let's quickly do FPL. FPL. I promise that if I fall everywhere like I've been falling, that I was not going to do FPL again. But small glimmer of hope. I climbed in some groups, but in the majority of the groups, I just saw red. I think 3 or 4 green. So I'll talk about FPL. If I come back next week and there's no green, we'll talk about FPL. Let's look at a lot of the players that they brought in. And the big news is that you now have your assistant manager chip. The mystery chip is on now. You can get to use it from this game week 24. Liverpool have a double game week and Everton. Maybe you can put it on Anslot or maybe David Moyes. So instead of using it for 3 game weeks, and you enjoy 4 games. So you can use it, you can activate it this week, but don't forget, you have to buy these coaches like you buy players. And you must also follow the rules of having a maximum of 3 players from one team. So if you already have 3 Liverpool players, you can't get a slot. You must sell one to bring in the other. And when you activate this chip, you can't use another chip in the next 3 game weeks. So you get to understand what it means. So calm down. I know that most of you want to quickly use it because Liverpool and or Everton, they have a double game week. But get to understand so that you don't unsettle your team. I ought not to be preaching because I'm down. I'm not saving you guys from coming down. I need more people to also come down, but we just have to do this. Hey guys, let's look at it. I know none of you be using your assistant manager.
I'm not for now. So.
You want to first allow
the end of the season,
people fall into the pit so that you know how to use it. But top transfer, this game week, no surprises for the Gakpo, no surprises Kluivert, Ndiaye because double game week for Everton, Pickford also double game week, and then Mbeumo, maybe for is it the Tottenham angle?
Yeah, maybe it's not. Yeah, consider a lot of goals.
Defense, now. Top transfers out. I'm surprised. Palmer, why?
I'm thinking about adding to the list as well.
Yeah, he said so too. Yeah, he said so.
Because I want to bring up Haaland into my team. And there's no way in hell I'm selling that. Not even when they are double game. So it's probably
okay, you have 4 extra transfers.
Yeah.
Yep, I have 4. So
you have the luxury to do that.
Anthony Gordon also is part of the top transfer out. And Newcastle, why are they selling? Okay, maybe
Ishak has taken the shine of all of them.
Yes, and to people because they need money for a Gakpo, they now have to sell one of the other. And João Pedro, Raul Jimenez, and Woods. These 3 strikers were like the bride of FPL. Yeah.
Oh, actually,
after this week,
if I'm taking Haaland, the Wolves is what.
Yeah, after this week where they play, I think Brighton. After this week, you see their fixtures. I'll sell it.
Even I'm not selling the Wisa.
I'll sell it.
I thought of Wisa, but
I think I'll get Wisa in.
I'm not selling Ishak. So it's
I'll sell it. Okay. Let me just quickly look at a few. I just want you to have an idea of how much this managers. Because let me see if I can stick this in time. Not really afraid them. For Arteta, Pep Guardiola, the Marescas, can buy them for 1.5 million. But for all those other lower coaches, the David Moyes and 0.5. So they are fixed price for the coaches. So just go to FPL platform and check that out. With that, it's time for us to make some money for everyone right here, Punters Bank. I like sitting well when it's time for us to do this one because you must make money, courtesy of Polo Money and CG. But before I do that, I left out something in the FPL. Who's your captain, Joyce?
Captain has Mo Salah.
I was thinking Salah.
So I know Salah. Who's your captain?
Sell Haaland. Get Salah.
Even if I did plan to captain Salah, double game with captain.
Captains.
By the special grace of God, Salah will blank against Bournemouth and Salah will blank against Everton.
Your captain will collect.
Can somebody say amen?
Before going to the podcast, you promised last week that you were going for easy games. So the viewers' wishes.
Okay. Let's go for the lesser difficult games for this week.
Oh, the less difficult, Man United.
Oh Lord.
I think we'll stick to 10. We just stick to 10. We leave out the Arsenal, Manchester Cities, and all of those games. Okay. Let me start with that. I will do last week. I thought we see this week. Okay. Cagliari, Lazio.
Lazio.
Atalanta, Torino.
Atalanta.
Straight win. Juventus Empoli.
Tricky game. Juventus straight win.
Juventus straight win. Chelsea West Ham.
Chelsea and over 2.5.
Chelsea at over 2.5. Wow, I'm keeping power. Brentford Tottenham.
Brentford and over 2.5.
Brentford to beat Tottenham?
Yeah.
Wow. Atletico Madrid Mallorca.
Straight win.
Straight win Atletico Madrid. Barcelona Alaves.
Barcelona straight
Straight win. Bayern hosting Kiel.
Bayern obviously and over 2.5.
Leverkusen Hoffenheim.
Leverkusen. Straight win.
Everton Leicester.
Tricky one. Over 1.5.
Over 1.5. One thing about these punters will be there will be loads of straight wins because
Exactly.
you are looking for so that you can also edit it to your taste and all that. Subsequently we'll be putting Bodo and CJ on the spot, and when we bring in these betting platforms, and they'll be giving you their codes so that you can make money from all of that. Yes, let's go to this. They want to collect 10%. They want to drag with God. God collects 10%. Bodo and CJ want to collect 10%.
I shall collect one.
So more you are bigger than God.
I am God.
Actually, on
That's what it says.
Actually, on it. Okay, Bolu Cagliari Lazio.
Cagliari Lazio. Let me do Lazio.
Lazio. What are you doing for Lazio?
Win now.
Okay. Atalanta Torino.
Straight win Atalanta.
Juventus Empoli.
Let me do that 3.5.
Under 3.5. Chelsea West Ham.
Chelsea West Ham.
Go. Brentford Tottenham.
Go.
Atletico Mallorca.
Double chance Atletico.
Barcelona Alaves.
Over 2.5.
Bayern hosting Kiel.
Same thing over 2.5.
Leverkusen Hoffenheim.
Over 2.5.
Everton Leicester.
Hey, to use under 3.5.
Under 3.5. Okay, guys, we're done with the show for this particular week, and I saw your comments. We've seen all your comments, in our predict and win, and I think there's a bit of misconception, so we have to clear all of this. Well, we are not asking you to put the correct score on these games. All we just need is simple: Bayern to win, Bayern to draw, Bayern to lose, Arsenal to win, and that's why we said you should do as much as 10 games. So we are taking it into the playoffs, and the playoffs, I know it's in 2 weeks, so you have enough time between now and then when the draws are out, and you stand a chance to win a grand prize of a Star Times decoder with 3 months subscription. It is our consolation prizes that has the airtime, but it's a grand prize of a Start Time decoder. So you don't have anything to lose. Just go under the thread and then just predict when the games are out and say, Real Madrid will win on this match day, Bayern will lose on this match day, and then we'll now pick the best of every one of you, and then you get to win our grand prize. So the others maybe get maybe 8, 7, 6. We can give you airtime because that's what we do
left out
right here on PVOT.
Are we not allowed to
Premium Sports? Well, if I see Boluwati Tunishola money or Sijo Keziali, they will be banned officially from the show. If you also get a burner account, the fire will still burn.
I'll just say Jessica always connects fine.
Okay, I don't think Jessica is that kind of a person. She's very upright and she follows the law. Jessica is not lawless. Guys, we have to go. Thank you to Bodo Money. Thank you to CJ. Today now, I did not draft CJ, so today is a very good day for me to do it today. It's good.
Long may not do it now.
Long may
That's not interesting.
Long may discuss. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next. Special thanks to the people behind the camera. I see Elijah, I see TZ, I see the delectable Jessica. It's always good to have you guys all around. One man that would have failed today is not here, missing in action. But if it's to do 100 naira to win 125 million, he will be present. Have the amazing things. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye bye.
Premium Box Office TV. Everyone loves premium. Premium Box Office TV is exclusive on StarTimes.